What do you think is going to happen in the 2024 election?
Oh, I think all hell's going to break loose, and it's going to be another summer of love because Trump's going to win, and the Democrats are going to lose their minds. And they're going to send everybody.
It's going to be a summer of love because
that they're going to hurt, and they're going to hurt as many people as possible.
What does she mean by that? Let's watch some more and see if she can clarify.
Foreigners are already here, and they're already set up in the phone. And when somebody gives them the okay, they're going to come for us.
Where did you get this information?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm even more confused now, but I think I know where she got her information.
Seattle's mayor says about the anarchist takeover of her city, it's a summer of love. These liberal Dems don't have a clue. The terrorists burn and pillage our cities, and they think it's just wonderful. Even the death must end this Seattle takeover now.
They're poisoning our country. You understand that better than anybody there. They're literally poisoning our country.
I saw on the way into work a illegal immigration family digging through the trash looking for recyclables.
How did you know they were illegal?
You can tell.
That last one was Jesse Waters of Fox seeing an illegal immigration family on his way to work because they were brown. You know, these people are being fed a lot of fear and fear-mongering. And they're the people that are voting for Donald Trump. But it's even crazier when members of Congress are watching these things and freaking out. Watch this one.
The Biden administration is guilty of the largest human trafficking operation in history. This is human trafficking. I just traveled in airports across the country just the past few days. You know what I saw in our airports? Migrants, illegal aliens, all over in the airports.
Good old Marjorie Taylor Greene. You can always count on her to say some racist stuff, huh? So she was traveling all over airports around the country, and she saw some, quote, migrants, illegal immigrants all over the airports. I wish I could just go along with her and have her point them out as we went, because I'm a touring comedian. I see a lot of brown people at airports, but I don't assume that they're all migrants and illegal immigrants walking around airports. But I bet you that's what Marge was seeing. She was probably seeing people that just had darker skin, and she thinks that they're all immigrants here to get her. A couple of points. First of all, the immigrants that come to America, statistically speaking, immigrants commit fewer acts per capita of violence or of criminal acts, I should say, than actual Americans, like citizens. The biggest threat to Americans are Americans. That's just statistics. So let's start with that. Number two, she's complaining about the Biden administration and the border issues. Well, the truth is that the Biden administration, or I should say the Democrats in Congress, got together with the Republicans in Congress, and they came up with a bill that was going to address some of the issues at the border. And this was a bill that some Democrats actually did not like, but they were going to pass it so that they could have something done on the border, on immigration. And they were getting close, and they were actually negotiated by the Republicans. And last minute, Marge's boss, Donald Trump, said, do not pass that bill because I need immigration to run on in this election. Immigration is an age-old tool that's been used by a lot of people that are populists who say the immigrants are coming after you. They're coming after you. They're coming after your job. Really? Who's coming after your job? Have you guys driven in one of your states and looked over and seen the people that are picking strawberries and picking fruits? And a lot of these people are migrants that come to America to work, to send money back to their families in these countries that were probably impoverished because of what America's done to their resources. If we could fix the immigration problem, if we got together and actually came up with solutions, one solution I heard somebody propose, which was a great sounding solution, why don't we give some of these people multiple entry visas to come work and do the jobs that a lot of citizens in America, let's face it, don't want to do? Let's give them multiple entry visas so they can come and go and they don't have to come in here and find ways, as Marge was saying, to be illegal immigrants. By the way, when you come to the border and you ask for political asylum, that's legal immigration. That's one thing that these people leave out. These people are fleeing a bad situation in their countries, again, probably because America had a hand in creating those bad situations. We've gone to those countries and taken their resources. We have neglected those countries. And here we are today with a problem where there's a lot of people immigrating to America. So let's come up with a solution. That's what the Democrats said, let's do. And the Republicans said, no. Why? Because they want to run on it, because they scare people like that first lady that you saw who said there's something going on with phones and the immigrants are here and they're going to come to your door and something about the summer of love. I don't know what the hell she's talking about. Nobody knows what she's talking about. But unfortunately, the Republican Party is preying on these people and taking their votes and taking their money, by the way. You think that lady in that first clip was someone who could afford giving probably a lot of her money to Donald Trump every time Donald Trump has legal problems? The guy says he's a billionaire, but he sends out letters all the time telling these people, send me your money. This is what my theory is. My theory is years ago, 30, 40, 50 years ago, Trump saw one of these televangelists, and he saw them on TV talking to his flock and saying, you guys need to give me money so I could fly around the world on my private jet. And it hit in his head. He goes, that's the people I need to talk to, because they'll give me their money and they'll believe everything I tell them. Like the fact that illegal immigrants are coming to get them. It's called the demonization of the other. It's an age-old thing that they do. They say, you're not doing well with your work or with your life because brown people are coming and taking those away from you. Really? If it weren't for immigrants coming to this country, we wouldn't have Silicon Valley right now. If it weren't for immigrants coming to this country, we wouldn't have the food that we eat. If it weren't for immigrants coming to this country, we wouldn't have gotten through the pandemic with people that were working during the pandemic to keep food and other things coming to us. So rather than thanking immigrants for coming to this country and making this country a better place, they demonize them because it's easy to do. And they say they're waiting, there's a phone, and they're going to call them. And Jesse Waters was walking through New York City and he saw some illegal immigrants. And of course, you can tell by looking at them. You can tell. Well, I can look at Jesse Waters and tell that he's an idiot. So that's all I got to say. I'm comedian Maz Jobrani. Don't be afraid of brown people. Please say hello. They're your friends, just like anybody else. All right? Don't be afraid of brown people. Okay. I got a special on YouTube. It's called The Birds and the Bees. I want you to check it out. If you like it, tell your friends. If you don't, keep it to yourselves.